Hey y'all, it is Stacy with Wilshire Collections. Come on in and tell me hello. I am here today for the fun Jingle and Mingle event, and I'm excited to do a couple cute projects with you guys. We'll be using the Classic Christmas Printable Bundle, so come on in and tell me hello. I am live on my Facebook page, but we are also sharing it into the Jingle Mingle Facebook group, which means you can watch either place. So if you're on the main page, that works. If you're in the Jingle Mingle Facebook group, that also works. I'm going to get this pulled up over here to make sure that I'm live and good and, you know, all the things. So, okay, I'm live there. So that's, oops, copy link. That's a good sign. And then let's see, let me come over here. And dun, dun, dun. We'll see if it gets popped up. Lacey, that works for me, is going to be on, and she will be helping you guys in the comments if you have questions and stuff. And she's also going to get it shared over to the Jingle Mingle group. So let me get this sent out right quickly. And then we should be good. Hey, Sheila. Hey, Connie. Hey, Angie and Barb. Y'all come on in and share this video. This is going to be fun, you guys. It's going to be fun. It's going to be cute. I'm feeling festive. I'm feeling jingly and mingly and just ready for this. Let me know if you guys have been watching. Jingle and Mingle started yesterday with a bunch of awesome ladies who did a bunch of great things. And then we've had a few people, or a couple people this morning already. So let me know if you guys have been enjoying it. It's always a good time. There's always so much cute stuff. Okay, there we are in Jingle Mingle 2. So we should be all set. I'm going to have these comments up here, Jingle Mingle comments over here. So we should be totally good, you guys. Anywho, but I'm just excited for this. Let me know if you guys have gotten your Classic Christmas Printable Bundle. Let me show you this bundle real quick. This was a big one, you guys. Normally my printable bundles are like 3, maybe 4 pages. This one was like, what, 10 or 11, including the supply list. So you get a lot of different options. Hey, Pamela, glad you're here. A lot of different options with this. So you get a few different background bundles. So you've got this cute red and green and white and tan plaid, this cute plaid. Oh, wow, Gail, where you been? I've been here. This cute plaid, and then this cute, for our neutral loving friends, this cute tan plaid. So those are the 3 backgrounds that came with the bundle. Then you also get 3 designs in 2 different sizes, okay? So you'll see these. So you got the wreath, the trees, the lantern in the smaller sizes, and then we got the wreath, the lantern, and the trees in the bigger sizes. I'm absolutely obsessed with these. And to kick this off, you guys, I have to let you know, because I am just floored by you guys and your generosity and how this has gone. So if you don't know, when I first released this printable bundle, it was right around the time of Hurricane Helene, and then Hurricane Milton was right around the corner. And so I decided that I wanted to donate 50% of the proceeds from anybody who purchased this printable bundle to Samaritan's Purse to help with hurricane relief. And I knew a lot of y'all were going to buy this printable bundle either way, but y'all have showed up and showed out. My husband and I are going to be making a donation in addition to what we have raised as a community. But you guys, I know this isn't the fanciest whatever, $3,740 that we have raised for Samaritan's Purse. I'm going to cry. $3,740, you guys. Thank you so much. We are going to make an impact as a community, I have no doubt. And we're going to keep this open through the weekend. So if you haven't gotten your printable bundle yet, it's $10. And like I said, $5 from every bundle is going directly to Samaritan's Purse. So we'll keep it open through the weekend. And then wherever we land Monday morning, that is what we will donate on top of what my husband and I contribute as well. So thank you guys so much. I'm glad that you guys are excited about this printable bundle and that you're excited to be a part of this. So I just can't thank you guys enough, okay? So we're gonna do 2 different frames today. You can see them both behind me. We're making a bigger, I know, thank you guys. Isn't it amazing? It's because of y'all. I mean, give yourselves a hand and a pat on the back, y'all. This This is a community effort, and I could not do it without you guys. So thank you guys. An 11 by 14 frame, and then we're also gonna do an 8 by 10 frame. So if you guys are crafting along with me, let me know. If you're gonna watch and craft later, that's totally fine too. We're gonna do the big 11 by 14 frame first because it's gonna be quick and easy, and it'll just be a quick little win for us. And then on our 8 by 10, we're gonna paint it and do a fun little paint technique and stuff like that. Kathy says, how do I purchase the bundle? Kathy, the link is in the description no matter where you're watching the live. So if you're on my page or Jingle and Mingle, the link should be in the description. If you're on my main page, you can also comment classic and it'll send you a Facebook message. I know, maybe we can get to 5K. Marla, maybe we can. That would be amazing. But either way, y'all, I'm thrilled. I'm so thrilled. Okay. So, sorry for the ring light situation, but this is just a 11 by 14 frame from Target. Any 11 by 14 frame is going to work, you guys. I did link this particular one in the, oh gosh, what did that was just, I was like, what did I break? In the supply list. But any 11 by 14 frame is going to work for this. So I'm going to get the back taken off. I'm also going to go ahead, for this purposes, I'm going to remove the glass and not use the glass. Obviously, you could do this project with or without glass, but it's so reflective that I just am gonna take my glass out so you guys can see everything better. I'm gonna put it over here so that I hopefully don't trip over it and break it and whatever. So now we're just left with the frame for now, okay? So thank you guys, they are a great organization, and it just makes me happy to be able to do that for sure. So for this one, you guys, if you're going to do the 11 by 14, you know, printables or PDF files, you can print them from home or any place that makes copies will print them for you. But most home printers, the biggest you can print is like an 8 by 10 or 8.5 by 11.5, whatever the case may be. So in order to do stuff bigger, you can send them to a copy shop. Now, I always want to say coffee shop, like UPS store, Staples, Office Depot, etc. I personally use the UPS store. My UPS store will print on this 11 by 17 cardstock, which leaves you with like an 11 by 14 print, okay? So every store is going to be different, y'all. You'll have to reach out to your local store, but just call up your UPS store and be like, hey, I have I would like this file printed in an 11 by 14 or an 11 by whatever. Can you guys do that? And for my store, I just email them over and they do it. And it's super, super easy. So it's a great way to be able to print not only the background bundles, but any of the full-size printable bundles that I do can be used in that way. And it has been a game changer, you guys. I did a really, really cute thing for fall. I did a DIY project with one of my printables, blown up into an 11 by 14, put it in a 16 by 20 frame with an 11 by, or with a mat around it, and made this beautiful centerpiece, or not centerpiece, but a beautiful focal point piece for my mantle. Okay, so all I did was just kind of cut off the tops and bottoms. I gotta remember, hold on, friends. Okay, yeah, I don't think I need to trim the sides, okay? So look how that just fits down in there. I'm doing this plaid on this one because I've already made one in that plaid, and I already made that one with the little trees. So I'm gonna do something different for this one. Thank you for the stars. You guys are so awesome. We're gonna set this down here too. We don't need this right this second. Okay, so that's all we need there. Now here's the fun part. Y'all help me decide. I've already done the trees. Should I do the wreath or the lantern for this one? Wreath or lantern? They're both so cute. What are you guys leaning towards? Wreath or lantern, wreath or lantern? Let me know. What I'm gonna show you next, y'all, it literally does not get any easier than this, okay? And I'm all about simple but cute DIY projects. This is so easy, but it's also a little bit of a game changer. Now, this is not like new to the market, and some of y'all are probably gonna be like, duh. Like you're gonna be like, duh, how did you not know about that? But I just discovered these pretty recently. So these are in the the supply list, lantern, 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 wreath, lots of lantern votes. I was kind of leaning towards the lantern too. Let's do the lantern. But they are these rulers where you can rip your paper, okay? See how they have the little jagged edges? You do have to be a little careful because it's kind of sharp. So this is what we're gonna be using to get this torn paper look. Now you can use just a water pen and rip it yourself. I personally have always struggled with that method a little bit because I get it crooked or it just doesn't do right. So watch how cool this is, okay? When you order these, they're on Amazon. If you're on my main page, I think if you type supplies, they should be rounded up with my favorite supplies, but they come with a little water pen, okay? Thank you guys. Yep, we'll do the lantern for sure. So I'm going to use this smaller size. This came in like a 7-pack. So just pick whichever one you like the best as far as the way it looks. If you want a more wavy, bigger look, you could choose that side. If not, then use the smaller side. So I'm going to use the smaller side, and I'm literally just going to lay it down on the very edge. We don't need to rip much of the paper, but you just want to put it where you have enough room to kind of, put the water pen down and make your mark. Tear rulers, thank you. I could not think of the exact, I don't know why I'm shaking this. It's not a paint pen. We don't need to shake it, but isn't that cool? This ruler is so cool. So then you take your little water pen and you just go down the edge like so, getting the paper wet. Okay, whoops. And then once your paper is wet, you literally, this is the hardest part for me because of my fake press on nails, you just pick up the paper and y'all will see as I get down a little lower, you just are literally ripping it down the edge. And this is cardstock that I'm using. So it's a little bit of a thicker paper, which I love for this project, but look at that. Look at that. Look how easy that was. So stinking cute, right? Thank you, Shelly. This is one of the new shirts in my shop. We just released some Christmas stuff in the store yesterday, and I do love this one too. Super, super easy, okay? So now we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. We're gonna take our little tear ruler. Thank you for reminding me what this is called. We're gonna lay it down. You'll see, it's so easy, Marla. I'm telling you, we are gonna be using this for more than this project because I've always loved the look of like the ripped paper, but like I said, y'all know I got a crooked head. So everything I do is pretty much crooked. So when I would try and tear it myself, it never really looked right and looked good. So this helps you get a straighter tear. It still looks random, but yet it's not random, if that makes sense. Is that not so cool? Yep, it's so easy, Barb. Thank you, Claire. So, so easy. Okay, so now we're gonna do the top and bottom because we've already got the sides. All right, so you can decide, you can make this as small or big as you want. I'm not gonna take too much off the bottom because I want it to kind of fill up my frame. So just about the same that we did on the sides. Thank you guys. It's so cute. I'm telling you. This is what I've been trying to tell you guys lately, is that crafting does not have to be complicated. And some of the friends that follow me on the page are very, very crafty. And then I have a lot of people that follow me more for the decorating too. And they're like, I want to use your printables, but I'm not crafty. This is the perfect thing for someone who's not crafty because anybody, Sarah, I see you on here, but you are crafty. I would say anybody can do this. Anyone can grab this ruler and, oh good, thank you, Lacey. Lacey put the link to my shirt here and to the shop for the Christmas stuff, but literally, if you're not, I know the Cotton Chaos girls who were on yesterday, they think they're not crafty, even though they got crafty with you guys yesterday. They could do this too. Any of our friends could do this for sure. You didn't know what the pins were yes, you fill these little pins up with water, you guys. And you can use it without water too. You can still tear the paper, but I do think that the water helps it just glide a little better, I guess you could say. Yes, Martha, immediate add to cart from Amazon. You're gonna need the tear ruler in your life. Ask Santa Claus to put it in your stocking no, you can't wait till Christmas. You got it. Santa's got to bring you this ruler early. Who am I kidding? You cannot wait till Christmas. So you need to get it now. Okay, so now we're tearing. Oop. tearing, tearing, bam. We are all torn. Doesn't that look good? Yes, it's so much easier than doing it yourself. Okay, so now, y'all, this is so stinking easy. Like I said, I'm not putting the glass in here. You can use your frame with glass. I honestly think it looks so cool without glass too. Here's the one that I did, and I just haven't added the glass back in because of my light. It's just so reflective, but do whatever you want. But obviously if you had glass, that would kind of go in first or whatever, obviously. Oh, Stacy, they know that. Okay, but what I'm gonna do, hold on, before I grab my frame, we're gonna take our large background bundle. For this one, I am gonna use one of these 5x7 canvas panels. So not a thick canvas, but just a thin canvas panel. They sell these at the Dollar Tree, of course, Amazon, Hobby Lobby, all the places. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to attach this to the middle of my background bundle. You can use stick fast, you can use hot glue. I guess I might just I'm gonna use a little hot glue just for the back of it, and I'll use my stick fast for the printable. But all this is gonna do is it's just gonna raise this up just a smidge so that it just kind of has like a 3D effect. If your frame is not thick enough for you to do that, leave this part out. And then all you would do is attach your printable to the center, but I want to be a little extra, so I'm going to do that. Just added it to your cart. Perfect, Karen. Listen, when you find something good that's gonna help make your life easier, why not, you know? And this makes our life easier. Now around here, we don't measure, and it honestly doesn't matter because as long as it's semi-centered, you're not gonna see this. It's just gonna be used to kind of help it, what do you call it? What do you call it, y'all? Yes, the full supply list, you guys, when you purchase the printable bundle, it is included. The first 2 pages of the bundle had information on the Jingle and Mingle event as well as the printable bundle. So you should be able to get all you need from that when you get the bundle. And so, yes, you fill the little water pen with water. It comes empty. Replays will be available, you guys, for as long as, I don't know, Facebook's around, I guess. So yes, replays are always available. Okay, so now we're just going to literally take our printable that we've torn the edges and we're going to attach it. And it's gonna be so adorable. Let me check something real quick, actually. I'm going to do this a little bit, not backwards, but I'm actually going to go ahead and put that in there if I can, just so I can kind of really, it's not gonna be in there, but just so I can eyeball where we're gonna do this. So for this, you guys, you can just use, you could use stick fast. I don't know that I'd use hot glue. You can use AdTech, this removable tape, which I love to use for some of my projects. Jan, the link to order the printable bundle should be in the description of the video, no matter where you're watching. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna run some of this removable tape right here on top of this, what we call this, y'all, little canvas panel, okay? You wanna make sure you get quite a bit. If you find that this isn't sticking good, then do something a little stronger like super glue or stick fast or whatever, but this will let you kind of move your printable around if you need to, if I don't get it straight. This frame is from Target. The next one that I'm using is from Michael's, but any 11 by 14 frame will work, y'all. You may have one sitting around your house that needs a little makeover, a little love. Okay, so now I've just stuck that down on there. Let me flip this over. Whoops, whoops, whoops. Hold on. Let's put where'd our backing go? Let's put our backing back in here. Okay. Wait until you guys see this. Isn't this the worst part about picture frames, trying to get all these little doodads lined up in here? But it's gonna be worth it. And again, I don't have the glass in mine, but you obviously can, but I want y'all to be able to, we did it. We did it. We did it. Awesome, Gail. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is so stinking cute. It needs to be moved up a little bit, but that's okay because we used our removable tape so we can do that, okay? I'll measure it later to make sure it's really good and centered. But y'all, how stinking, I'm sorry, move over, Kirklands, because your girl Stacy's coming to town. Like this, I'm sorry, you would buy this at Kirkland's. You would buy this at Hobby Lobby if you saw this, right? But instead, you get to make it with your own little hands and be so proud, right? Y'all, I'm sorry. I don't always toot my own horn, but toot toot. Sometimes you gotta. I am very proud of this simple but easy project, and I hope you guys are too. This is something that can be like a staple in your house for Christmas, right? This is a statement piece. It could be layered on a mantle with other things. It could be a solo act. It could be whatever, right? So stinking cute. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I'm so proud of this. Okay, so I'm going to set this back here for now. I'm going to just layer it right here. We got a whole jingle mingle situation happening back here. So for the next one, I'm going to use this 8x10. You move over, Kirkland's, right? I love Kirkland's. That was not a knock on Kirkland's because it's one of my favorite stores. But yes, you just need some frames and you're ready to go. Literally, any frame will work. So for this, I grabbed this at Michael's. They were having a sale, buy one, get one free or get one half off or something on some frames. So I stocked up on a few things and I did like that it has like some detailing to it. You could totally thrift an old frame. I'm gonna move the glass again because just like I mentioned earlier, you could thrift an old frame that has a lot of detailing to it, whatever you wanna do. But what we are gonna do is we're gonna jazz this up and we're going to do a little bit of like a blended paint situation and just a cool technique. So sometimes, thank you, Valerie. Sometimes, do y'all ever have this problem or run into this whatever? You got, you know, if you're like me, I don't know if you can see my paint drawer a little bit. I have a ton of paint. That's right. Stacy Claus is coming to town, Lacey says. That's so funny. I have a ton of paint, but then sometimes I'm like, I don't have the exact red that I'm looking for. So I'm using Deco Art Tomato Red, but it's just a little bit brighter than what I want it to be. So that's okay because we can change the color of the paint. Thank you, Michelle. She says she has the most beautiful printables. I appreciate you. So I'm going to pour a little bit of my tomato red, which is a beautiful red Christmas color. But these printables, they're just a little bit of a deeper red, I guess you could say. So I'm going to pour a little into my bowl. And then I'm going to add a smidge of brown, okay? Thought I had one of these already open. Brown, where you at? Is that already, nope, that's black. Okay, we're just gonna open this one real quick. We're gonna add just a smidge of brown just to darken up this paint just a little bit. You could also paint your frame cream. You could paint it green. You could paint it tan. Like any color that's gonna coordinate with these background bundles is gonna be fine. So I'm just gonna start with a couple little dollops of the brown. And we're just gonna swirl it around until we get to a color that we feel good about. And I can pull the printable over here and kind of, you know, compare and whatever. Thank you, Pam. Listen, Christmas is my favorite. I love all seasons, but there's just something special about Christmas. And we are about to be like kicking it up into high gear over on the page with all the Christmas things. We already have started. Okay, so I'm just gonna kind of hold this up. That's actually looking really good. I might use the tan background for this one because I haven't used that yet. So it won't matter as much if the color is exact. So I'm just gonna add a little more brown. But next week on my page, you guys, I am doing a free Christmas Create and Decorate week where I'll be live Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday next week at 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. Central, all 3 days doing different. We're gonna create in the morning and we're gonna decorate in the afternoon at 1. So I would love to have you guys for that. I'll put a post in the Jingle Mingle Facebook group about it because there's all kinds of fun stuff. You can register for our giveaways and free printables and all the things. So I'll put that in the group later today or tomorrow for you guys. But we're going to be doing that. Oh my gosh, Pam says, I've been a Printable Club member all except for 2 months. Beautiful work and will never quit. Pam, that means you are like an OG. All right, we're just gonna start painting while we talk. I've had the Printable Club for 4+ years now. So that means you have been in there all that time. I appreciate you guys. The Printable Club, if you don't know, is my monthly printable subscription. So if you like the Jingle Mingle one, you're probably gonna like everything that's in the club. And I did the raw umber for the brown. Yep, any brown will work. You just need something that'll kind of help darken up the red. But yes, I use the Deco Art raw umber. So, what was I saying? Oh, the Printable Club. Oh my gosh, Alice Ann's an OG. Where are my other OG printable clubs? Or just my PC girls in general. But every month, the Printable Club gets 6 printable bundles at the beginning of the month. And again, they're PDF downloads. They get to log into the little member area. It's like Christmas every month. They get to log in and see the new designs and stuff. And then they can print them from home, or any place that makes copies will print them. And then you can either frame them or get crafty with them. Some of them are meant more for being crafty and getting crafty. And then all of the ones that are full size can just literally be put into an 8x10 thick picture frame. I do 5x7s, 4x6. So there's lots of them that can just be used in frames. But there's my PC girls. Stacy is my go-to printable queen. Thank you, Melissa. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna get paint on my printables over here. Oh my gosh, Michelle says, and if you love the printables, you should see the pillow covers. Y'all are being so sweet. Did you take your sweet pills today? I think y'all are always sweet. You don't even need pills. That's what's cool about y'all. It is like Christmas every month. Okay, I cannot and will not reveal the surprise. But when you join me for Christmas, Create and Decorate week next week on the page, which again, it's free, so all people are welcome. PC, and you're a triple dipper. I love it, Lisa. It's so addictive, Rhonda says. You know, it is addicting, but it's a good kind of addiction. Oh, good. Lacey just dropped the link for Lacey, thank you, for the Create and Decorate week. So if you guys see that floating in the comments, you guys can register there and get your free printable, get entered for our giveaways and all that. But I have a huge, big surprise coming for PC girls next week during Christmas Create and Decorate week. I'll let you guys take a guess. I don't know that anyone will guess it. It's something we have never done before. In the history of ever, all 4 years, it's a Christmas surprise that's coming for the Printable Club. Do you guys have any guesses? Do any of my PC girls have guesses? There's my triple dippers. Y'all are so sweet. No, my green earrings came from Target a while back. Triple dipper, Sheila. Triple dipper, if y'all don't know, and double dipper, in case you're new here and you're like, these people are gross, and they triple dip into their queso. This isn't about queso, friends. This is about, I have 3 different subscription groups. So double dippers are in 2 and triple dippers are in all 3. So, oh, I missed a whole entire size. Yikes. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Rosie. Y'all are going to make a girl cry or blush or something. So anyways, huge surprise coming next week. If you guys are not in Printable Club and you want to get in Printable Club, it is open right now. The link for that is in the description of the video too. And then you'll get the surprise that's coming next week. So you can get in now and you'll get the October printables because it's still October, kind of endish of October right now, which that's crazy that it's the end of October. And then you'll have a big Christmas karaoke. You know I like to sing sometimes, Alice Ann. Thank you, Sandy. Thank you, Carrie, Triple Dipper, Melissa. All my dippers are on here, you guys. But anyways, y'all, I think those of you that are in Printable Club are going to flip out when you find out. And it will not be mushrooms. No. Unfortunately, no Christmas mushrooms coming to town on my page. So Angela says, triple dipper can't just be in one. Yes, you need to get these printed, Angela. Ooh, Evelyn just registered for Christmas Create and Decorate Week. Awesome. You guys, it's going to be so fun. Look how pretty this, what was that? Look how pretty this red's turning out, you guys. Okay, oh good. We're only 30 minutes in, y'all. We are doing good. I'm proud of us, because sometimes, if y'all haven't noticed, I like to talk. And sometimes my talking might slow me down a bit, and this is like, I gotta stick to an hour, you know? This screams for an ice cream bar at the live. That's so funny. Oh my gosh, how fun would that be? You know I love some ice cream. No idea what the surprise is, but you're excited. It's not gnomes and it's not mushrooms. Oh my gosh, you guys, y'all are funny. I am making a certified mess over here. Is anybody else a messy painter? I sure am. So I'm getting this dry so that I can put a quick little second coat on here, because red is one of those colors, y'all. I feel like I can rarely get enough coverage, which we are going to be doing some other things, so we're not super worried about it being totally like solid, but we still need it to look good and not streaky. You like surprises, can't wait. So after you register, Rebecca, you will get the, for the Create and Decorate week, it will come to your email. It may take about 15 minutes, sometimes 30 minutes. Check your spam or junk mail too. You'll get redirected to like a success page where you could download it right then after you register. But if you miss that, or have to come back to it, it'll come to your email. So you can search Wilshire Collections in your email inbox. Okay, let's keep going. Sheila doesn't know what the surprise is. I know. I love a good surprise. Thank you, Denise. This one's in the shop. The frames, the first one I used was from Target, and this one is from Michael's. So, but again, this is just an 8x10 picture frame. I will say, for what we're about to do after the paint's dry and we do the next little step, if the frame does have a little detailing, it's definitely going to make it prettier than it would if it was just a solid frame, but it's not like it's required. It's just, the details are really gonna pop, but this one doesn't have a ton of details. It kind of just has that little wood bead looking trim around it, but it's just enough that it's gonna make it pop, pop, pop. Can't remember how long you've been in the PC, but it's been a long while. I'd love to find out. You're a double dipper too. Oh, that's awesome. We could definitely look that up for you someday, Cindy. Appreciate you. You just ordered the ruler. Awesome, Marla. You won't regret that. You won't regret that. But yeah, it's going to be fun. We've got, like I said, I'll be live at 11 o'clock every single day doing a Christmas craft. And then at 1 o'clock each of those days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday next week, we'll be decorating. So the whole premise is kind of, if y'all don't know, crafting, decorating, those are like, and shopping. Those are my main things that I do on my page. And so the whole idea is I'm going to craft, give you guys some Christmas craft ideas. But then I always say that's only, we'll use it again here in a minute, Pam, if you missed it. We're going to be using it again and I'll show it. Crafting's only half of the equation, right? You have to know how to style things in your home and do all that jazz too. So the second lives of each day, we're going to be decorating with whatever we make, plus some other stuff that I have in my Christmas stash. So I'm excited to share some tips and tricks, because the whole goal of this, and we're doing this early before November even hits, because I want y'all to be prepared, and I want you to be able to decorate your homes with ease and without stress, because it can be stressful. Let's have a girl moment and keep it real, because I started getting down my Christmas bins the other day. My husband and my boys always, they always help. I always have them helping me drag stuff out. And I had a little moment where I just stood there looking at all the bins. And what did I feel? Overwhelmed. Because I love Christmas and I love decorating for it, but it doesn't mean that it can't be a lot of work and that it can't be overwhelming. And I immediately had this feeling of like, oh my gosh, where am I going to start? I have so much to do. But then I said, Stacy, slow your roll and calm down, because what I tried to say this, is it Rome wasn't built in a day? Rome wasn't built in a day, and your house doesn't need to be decorated in a day either. And I truly think if you take that kind of stuff slow, you're going to enjoy it so much more. And it's just going to make your holidays less stressful, because we just don't need extra stress. Oh, I did not see that. No, I do not have my first tree up. It will be going up sometime this weekend, but I'm not going to be decorating it just yet, because maybe, just maybe, we're going to be doing something Christmas tree decorating-ish next week during Create and Decorate week. So The tree will go up, but it will just have lights for now until next week. So I'm excited though. When do y'all usually decorate for Christmas? There's no right or wrong answer, and this is a judgment-free zone. If your stuff's already up, we're not gonna judge. If you don't do it till after Thanksgiving, we're not gonna judge. But we just like to know these things around here. So tell me when you guys, and I will say, Thanksgiving is late this year, y'all. Like, Thanksgiving weekend happens and then it's December. That does not give much time in between Thanksgiving and Christmas, you know? But just saying. You told your son you need your tree down next weekend. I love it. First weekend in November, Melissa says, that's coming right up around the corner. Right after Thanksgiving, November 1st. I feel like those are the two most common. Like, people are either team November 1st or team after Thanksgiving. I'm team October. Not many people are on my team, I don't think, but I'm also weird and the crazy Christmas lady, and I do this for, you know, my job. So there's that. Okay, these printables are getting in my way here. They're getting in my way. First weekend of November, before Thanksgiving. Gonna start November 1st. Awesome. Okay, so once you have your frame all painted up red or whatever color you're doing it, just want to be sure it's pretty dry. The next thing I'm going to do is remove the paint. No, I'm kidding, but kind of. So I'm going to use my little sander situation. And I'm going to, you're in October. Yay, Melissa. Is anybody else the crazy Christmas lady putting their stuff up in October? Let me and Melissa know. Oh, Sheila's on the October team. Maybe Cheryl's on there's more October friends than I knew. Okay, so I'm just going to take my little sander and I'm going to rub across some areas to kind of give this a distressed look. And I'm definitely, if you're using the same frame from Michael's that I'm using, I'm going over these little beads so that you can see that wood coming through. So this is going to be the first layer, I guess you could say, to our little technique. Okay. So cute. Let me hold this up so y'all can see. Get a little more right there. Oh my gosh. Can y'all see all that distressing? So look at the difference in the areas I've distressed versus where it's just solid. Nothing wrong with the solid look, but that is cute, right? If you were home, your tree would be up now. As soon as you come home, getting started this weekend. I love it, you guys. Ugh, if it brings you joy, listen, you just got to do what you got to do because we all deserve some joy in our lives, right? Okay, and twinkle of a Christmas light, I don't care who you are, a little Christmas tree, that's going to bring you some joy. It just is. I don't know how a Christmas tree could not bring you joy, you know? I'm just saying. All right, so we're getting into stress. We're feeling good about life. Ooh, kind of heavy took the paint off right there, but that's okay. When it does that, and I'll show you guys, but I actually don't hate it at all. That's just probably because my paint was not fully dry. And so when you do that, it's actually called wet distressing, when your paint is a little bit wet. Oh, look, I did it there too. So we're going to even it up. So that's a happy accident. So sometimes that happens when your paint's not fully dry and you go to distress, but it gives you a more distressed look, which that is cute actually. Hold on. Now I'm like going to go to town. Hold on. Let's do a little more there, a little more there. Okay. See how it kind of did heavier around those inside parts, which I like. Might need this cute shirt. Yes, you just might, Gail. It's in my shop. Okay, so what am I doing? Next. Okay, next. I had to stop and think. I am going to use Rub and Buff next. So Rub and Buff can be found on Amazon, Hobby Lobby, all the craft stores. There's a couple golds that I really like. The one I'm going to use today is antique gold. I think this is going to be gorgeous. Especially like the lantern and the wreath, they have the gold little bells. So I think that's just a great way to kind of, tie, but even the other one. Wait, we did the tree. So I've done all three. So which one should I do for the small one? Y'all are gonna have to help me decide. The trees, I'm not gonna do the lantern because I just did the lantern. So the trees or the wreath, but I already did a wreath in a small one. So I think we need to do the trees in a small version. What do y'all say? What do y'all say? But okay, we're gonna take our Rub and Buff. I'm gonna put a little bit out on a paper towel, like so. Thank you, Lacey, for dropping all the links. Lacey is on it. Thank you, thank you. Okay. So I'm going to put a little bit of the Rub and Buff just right on my paper towel. And then I'm going to use the trees. I think I have to, I'm obsessed with those trees. And I'm going to use the neutral. Yes, yes. Okay, I'm using the neutral background. Look how cute because of the neutral little base around those trees. That's going to be precious. So yeah, definitely that's happening. That is happening. Okay, so I'm going to use a little cheap brush, another word for it. And I'm just going to dip it in my Rub and Buff, and then I'm going to kind of pat it off because you want it kind of dry. And then I'm just going to go across my frame and just lightly dry brush on the gold to just bring in that little bit of shimmer, sparkle situation. If you don't like the gold or, you know, don't want to do this step, of course you do not have to. It does add just another little layer of just the dimension and texture and all the things. And I just, especially at the holidays, I am not, listen, one thing you need to know about me, because if you're going to stick around, you just need to know this, that I'm not a glitter person. I said what I said. I'm not a glitter person, but at Christmas, you can't have Christmas without a little sparkle. I mean, you just can't, you know? So at Christmas, I add in a little sparkle. I add in a little shine. Will you see me crafting with a bottle of glitter? Probably not. And if you do, then I'm pretty sure you should alert the authorities because something has happened. I've been taken over, you know, but loving the distressed look. Thank you. But are y'all glitter people? It's okay if you are. We can still all be friends, but it gives me so much anxiety. So to me, the Rub and Buff, it gives me that sparkle look that, you know, I kind of want for the holidays without being like, bam, glitter mania, you know? So it's a good compromise for me. I'm gonna hold this up here in a second so you guys can see how pretty this is. And I feel like it's not, the camera never does things justice. Kim, you can go to shopwilshirecollections.com for all the t-shirts, and Lacey has put the link here in the comments a few times too. So, but just shopwilshirecollections.com is where you can find printables and find the t-shirts and all the cute things. Okay, gonna do just a little bit more. I'm gonna do it around the sides of the frame. And we're gonna hold it up. And then we're going to, we got 15 minutes, y'all. We're doing great on time. So then we're going to do the printable part here. Oh my gosh. Y'all, I'm just over here willy-nilly splattering this stuff everywhere. I hope it didn't get all over my stuff. Don't do what I do, you guys. Be a little bit more mindful of where you set your printables. So my printable might have gold splatter on it. We'll see, but that could be a happy accident too, I guess. So, all right. So here is the frame with the Rub and Buff added. That is gorgeous. What do y'all think? Love it, love it, love it. Tamara, the cost for the Printable Club is $20 a month. If you sign up now, it'll get charged today, which is the 25th, and then on the 25th each month. And so you can cancel at any time, of course. And that, thank you, Lacey, for the link again. And so you'll get the new printables usually between the 1st and the 5th. It's usually the 1st or 2nd of the month, depending on how that falls, if it's on a weekend or whatever. And it includes 6 printable bundles every single month. So, and 2 of them are always exclusive to the club, which just means that they're not going to be available on my site. So individually, the printables or bundles are $7 each. So it's like a 50% or more discount by being in the club. It's a great deal. It's a lot of fun. And then I go live and stuff on the page, crafting and giving ideas and things like that. So would love, love, love to have you guys. Okay, we're going to clean up our little station a little bit because there is dusty stuff everywhere and I don't really need this paper anymore. So let me move that while we do the final part of this project. You guys, I'm just gonna throw that away. Okay, hold on. I literally splattered Rub and Buff all over my printable, but it doesn't look bad. But hold on, let me just make sure I don't have another copy over here. If I do, oh no, of course I don't. Of course I don't. Well, okay, here's a perfect example. Learn from me. The good thing about the printables is you can print them as many times as you need. So if you spill your coffee on them, if your kid or grandkid spills their sippy cup on them, you can reprint them. So it's actually not bad. If I wouldn't have said anything, y'all wouldn't have noticed. But there's some little speckles, whatever on there. I don't know if I'm gonna change it or not. But okay, so for this one, we're gonna have to trim this down just a little bit. But what I'm saying is, if I wanted to, I could reprint this and it would be no big deal whatsoever. But for now, we're just going to, do I need to go side to side? Yeah, I'm gonna trim it. I'm just trimming off the white. Obviously, this is an 8x10 picture frame. Oh, I know what I need to do. Y'all, I lost my mind. What do I do with the backing to this? It's an 8x10 picture frame, so you got to cut it down to that size. But I'm going to use this as a little template so that I know exactly how big it needs to be cut. Let's get the white part off first because we don't need that. And we're going to kind of do the same thing that we did before. So if you are just hopping on, you'll see me use the little tear ruler here in a second. Okay, so I'm just going to line this up like this so I know where to cut. We're going to trim it just a little bit more. Okay. And then trim it. And again, you can obviously put your glass back in your frame. I'm not going to just because it will be harder for you guys to see it. And I actually really like it. Yeah, that's true. Melissa says if you tear off too much of one side, print it again. Yes, you can print it again. You can also use the printables for crafts that you make and sell. So if you're somebody that, well, clearly I didn't do a good job because it's still not fitting. If you're somebody that, sells your finished crafts, that you have a booth at a store, you do craft shows, etc., you just can't sell the printable file itself, but you can sell anything that you make. So that's an even bigger perk that they come with that, licensing so that you guys can do that. And you don't have to pay extra for that or anything. So I know a lot of the ladies that, oh, that's so pretty with the tan. Cheryl, that's what's funny. I have a paper trimmer and I hardly ever use it. And I don't know why, because I cut like a kindergartner. I got two of them in my drawer right here. Yet, for some reason, I always say I like to, how some people take the shortcut? I like to take the long cut in life, I like a challenge. I like to make my life a little more difficult than it should be sometimes. So, yes, if you take the good, the shortcuts, it's not that that's a shortcut, it's just the smart way, then you should use a paper trimmer. But me, I don't know what's wrong with me. Okay. So let's take this out of here for a second. And now let's do our fun ruler again. Okay, this is the tear ruler. You can get these on Amazon. They come in a pack. They also come with a little water pen that you fill up with water. So I've got water in my water pen. It should still be primed and ready and good to go because it doesn't take that much water. But you take the lid off, you put your little ruler down. So on this one, I've given you guys a border so that you kind of know where to do it. So I'm just gonna put my ruler kind of right inside this border. You don't want the black to show, so just make sure that you have it in far enough that whenever you rip this, you're gonna be ripping off the black. You could cut the paper first if you wanted to, but I'm not gonna do that, okay? And then you literally just rip. Y'all, that literally took 5 seconds. Hold on, I got one little, oh no, that won't even be showing. And now we've got our ripped edge right there. We're gonna turn it this way. You can't even notice my little gold speckles, you guys. What was I worried about? You have a paper trimmer and it never comes out right. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really know why. Sometimes I do feel like even with the paper trimmer, things look crooked, but like I said, my head is crooked, so it's a running joke here. Anytime my husband hangs something for me, I'm like, it's crooked. And he's like, Stacy, it's straight. And I'm like, get the level. So then he gets the level and he proves to me that it's straight, but I'm like, the level's wrong. It's still crooked. He takes my head. He's like, your head's crooked. I'm like, I know. So I don't know. My stuff could be crooked. It could be straight. Y'all will never know. I'll never know. It's fine. Did you get all the paper you use for backgrounds at Hobby Lobby? No, Melissa, these are all included in the printable bundle. So when you purchase the Classic Christmas Bundle, you get this background, and this background. So it's part of the printable bundle, and you can print them just like you do the other stuff. All right, y'all, we got 9 minutes. Can we do it? I think we've got it. I think we've got it. Okay, so now we're gonna rip this one. Okay, stinking cute, stinking cute, stinking cute. Yeah, plaid is part of the printables, absolutely. Y'all are loving having some of those background bundles. I've done them a few different times now, so I definitely plan to continue to do those. Not every single month in the club, but I'll sprinkle them in for sure here and there when it just feels right and when it makes sense. And there's some stuff coming in November that's gonna coordinate with this bundle because we're on a little journey of cuteness and coordination here at Wilshire. And so I'm trying to keep you guys in check and keep your stuff cute. I'm cutting off this little corner that didn't get torn off. There you go. There is our little ripped edge situation, super cute. So now all we're gonna do for this, we're going to take our piece that we trimmed up, right? That's the right size. And yes, this amazing tear ruler, Linda, it's from Amazon, and they are in the supply list. Whenever you purchase this printable bundle, you'll get the supply list. So I've got them linked there. If you're watching on my Facebook page, you should be able to comment supplies, and I believe they're linked there as well. But if you're in the Jingle Mingle group, it won't do the automated message though, but it is in the supply list. Okay, so now I'm just gonna I'm not doing the raised canvas thing on this one. I'm just gonna put this one directly down, but I'm gonna put my removable tape right on the back of my printable. And again, what's nice about this is it's repositionable. So if you do kind of get it, crooked or messed up, you can easily reposition it if you need to. So we're gonna just kind of eyeball it right now. If you want to put your glass in your frame, you would obviously put your glass in your frame next. Let me get the backing. I didn't think about that. I could put the glass in the back to A, keep my glass, but B, that will kind of help secure everything. Why didn't I think about that with the other one? So that's what we're gonna do for this one too. Make sure that that is gonna fit back in there and work. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I'll go back and add the glass to the other one too. Are you ready? Oh my gosh. I haven't done one with the tan background yet. Y'all, that is so stinking cute. Is it not? Oh my gosh. I love the tan background too. Listen, I love me some red and green and traditional at Christmas. I didn't think I was gonna love this background as much as the others, but that really all looks good together, doesn't it? Easy, easy peasy. And like I said, let me pull this first one out that we made today. If you are like, Stacy, I don't want to paint a picture frame, I don't want to whatever, then just do one like this. Get you a frame that you already like the frame. You could do this in the small size too, right? So you don't have to paint the frames. Y'all, those are so cute. Do y'all love them? Oh my gosh, Melissa made a 3-piece set for her guest bathroom. Melissa, I'm gonna need pictures of that. That sounds precious with a capital P. Thank you, Marco. I mean, y'all, these are really cute. I hope y'all love them as much as I do. easy, classic, staple pieces for your homes. And this literally is kind of the beginning of the journey of cuteness and coordination. I did make, yes, it pulls out the burlap color. I made this the other day on my Facebook page with one of the background bundles. So this one bundle could be used in a million different ways, not just the way that I used it here. I'm going to show you guys real quick since I have 5 minutes. I can't believe I actually, got done with a few minutes to spare. I want to show you guys some of the printables that are in, oh geez, I just dropped everything, that are in the Printable Club for October. Now some of these have been cut up because I've been crafting with them, but we had this beautiful, oh my gosh, everything's falling off my chair, this beautiful Christmas door bundle. I know, thank you guys, thank you so much. Love, love, love this one. I don't know if you can see back here. I've already done a couple things with the rest of those images, but that is bundle number 1. We've already crafted with this bundle, so it's partially torn up. Bundle number 2. Both of these are in the club. Was this one this is an exclusive, wasn't it? There's 2 exclusives every month in the club. I know this is one of the exclusives, and this has been a favorite. This is our little Christmas scenes. Look how pretty those are, you guys. Love, 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 love. This is just cardstock from UPS store. It's really not that shiny. It's just my ring light kind of makes it look. Hey, Amy, how are you? Yes, you could totally do this. Anyways, these Christmas home scenes, you guys, absolutely gorgeous. Here is another bundle that's in the club for October. Merry Christmas with the cute little festive trees. Absolutely love, love, love this one too. 1, 2, 3, I've lost count. But anyways, we always do an everyday bundle in there too. So this is just an everyday bundle with all of these cute quotes about home and all the things. Beautiful, beautiful. This one can be used any time of year. And then also we have, oh, I don't have the 3rd page to this because I've already done something with it. This pretty fall Thanksgiving bundle that coordinates with the October pillow. I do a pillow cover club or pillow cover every month, and I always have one printable that coordinates with the pillow cover. So all of that is included in the Printable Club, you guys. If you sign up now, you'll get immediate access to all of these that I showed you for just $20. That's a lot of sheets of paper. That's a lot for 20. And then you'll also get the big surprise that's coming to Printable Club next week. So thank you guys so much for joining me. Do y'all have any quick questions before I hop off of here? After me is my sweet friend Pam with Pam Coxwell Designs. If you all do not follow Pam, she is so talented. She's a very talented artist. So sweet, so kind. I just love her to pieces. So she is going to be up next at 1 o'clock in the Jingle Mingle Facebook group. So be sure and go watch her. Tell her I said hello and just hang out with her for a little bit. And then be sure you tune in to everybody else. And if you've missed, all the replays are available. This one will be put into my guide. I think I'm guide number 13, but if you go to the guides tab in the group, you should be able to find the replays of all the different presenters and stuff. Thank you. It is a bargain. It's definitely a bargain. You get a lot of bang for your buck. Yes, Gail, you can still buy the Classic Printable Bundle. That one is in the link is in the description of the video here, whether you're on my page or in the Jingle Mingle. This frame, Kathy, is Target, and this one is Michael's, and we just painted it. So, but any 11 by 14 or 8 by 10 frame will definitely work. And thank you guys again. $3,740 raised for Samaritan's Purse because of you guys and because of this one printable bundle. So not only are we going to have cute things in our home this holiday season, but we're making a difference. We're making an impact. I will give you guys the updated total on Monday. So if you purchase through the weekend, your donation, your purchase will still count towards the donation to Samaritan's Purse. So thank you guys again. I can't thank you enough. And I know everybody that was affected by the hurricanes that we'll make an impact. We will. Every single bit helps and counts with something like this. So I have no doubt that it's going to be helpful. And I just appreciate you guys so much. I loved being able to craft with a cause because that's what this one is truly about. And being able to have a platform where I can do that. And rally all of us together. It's just really cool. So thank you guys so much. I'm going to hop off of here with 1 minute to spare. You guys have an amazing rest of your day, and we'll see you next week for Christmas Create and Decorate Week. Bye, y'all.